Bezrat Hashem with Bava.
It's the 8th of February. This is Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Let's see. Here's Bava.
Good morning, Rabbi Levitt.
Good morning, Roy.
Sorry I didn't come this morning. I was not quite up to it. Put it nice.
Oi.
No, well, I hope I'm all right.
Hashem, you're well now.
Yeah, I was a bit off yesterday as well, but still.
Well, get back on. Don't stay off.
Yeah, good advice. Sometimes easier said than done, though. That's the trouble.
I know, right. Okay, we all have our moments.
Oh, I've got a lot of moments. All right.
All right, we're on page 118b4. We were talking about the sheep that are the domestic sheep and those that roam.
Okay.
So I have page 118b4, the right-hand side, I think, or left-hand side with Rav Chista. I think we finished with that.
Yeah.
Right, we had the brisa with two. The Gemora answers what Rav Chista. Talking about four.
Actually. Yeah. Yeah, we're right now on Kufiyud Test 119A.
Oh,
and we are
that's the next page, huh?
We're on the top of the page there.
Right.
Yesterday we finished up to the two dots. Oh, I don't think we actually read the Rashi. Oh, if we're going to do that, we're going to. Okay, let's just read the Rashi. It's really the last thing in the sugi that we did yesterday. Basically, without getting into an arichas over here, the Gemora wanted to know on the bottom of 118b, this that Rabbi Yehuda said you can buy domesticated animals, but not animals that are
free on the range, right? Ones that are free on the range.
Free on the range. Was his comment directed on what it says in the Reisha, that you can buy 4 or 5? Or was it directed, and then according to that, it would be coming to make a limitation on the ability to buy? Or is it directed on the comment in the Seifa, that you cannot buy only 2? In which case, then it would be coming as a leniency. This that it said you can't only buy 2 is only when it was the animals free on the range, but the animals that are hanging around the house, the ranch, that you could buy, even if there's 2. So the Gemara proved from a brisa, Toshma, that Rabbi Yehuda himself said that you can. He said his statement that you could buy domesticated animals that hang around the house, and not ones that are free on the range in all situations, whether regardless of the amount that you are buying. So according to that, the Gemara concluded that since now we're up on the page Kufiyud Test 119a, the top line. Since the brisa said said that Rabbi Yehuda said you could buy the animals b'kom b'kom. So Shma Mina Aseifa Koi Ulakula. That indicates that he's going Lakula and he's going on the Seifa. And I'm just reading these words out right now and I don't understand what the proof is. So how do you like that? Okay. What is the proof? Let's take a look at Rashi. Maybe Rashi will reveal to us exactly what the proof is all about. From the fact that Rabbi Yehuda said in the Brisa, the statement that you could buy Yosos, but not the Midbarios, Bakom.
All right, so since Rabbi Yehuda said in all places, Lokhin Arba'a V'chamisha Alma Hai Dike Maflig Bain Bayachos Le
Oh, I see. Okay.
Marios Ashte Tone P-League Ule Kola Koi. So you can buy four or five. And that leads to this disagreement between the Chayos le midbaraios. I'm not sure what those words mean.
Ayosos is the animals that hang around the bias, and Midbarios are the animals that are free on the range. The Midbar.
Housebound and free range. So there's a difference between the housebound animals and the free range animals. That they're arguing about what is ashti?
Ashte. It's going on the purchase of just two animals.
On two two sheep, they disagree. What is the kola?
Ulakula, and to be lenient, koi. It's going on. It's going on the case of two to be lenient by not being able to purchase two, and the leniency is that Rabbi Yehuda said that you could buy domesticated ones, and you cannot buy free on the range ones. So in that way, Rabbi Yehuda is polig. He's disagreeing with the Tanna Kama, who says who doesn't make such a distinction between this type of animal that's around the house and that type of animal that's on the range. Because the Tanna Kama, he said two things. Tanna Kama said he said that that you could buy 4 and 5, but you can't buy 2. That's what Tanakama said. What type of animal can you buy 4 and 5 and 2? No, he didn't say. So according to him, we understand that he does not differentiate between the type of animal that you can buy. He's only interested in not being able to buy 2, and yes, being able to buy 4 and 5. Rabbi Yehuda came along and said you could buy animals around the house, but not animals on the range. So we wanted to know, is Rabbi Yehuda coming to talk about what the Tanakhama said in the case of the Reisha, 4 or 5, or is he talking about the case of the Seifa, 2? And now I see how we answered that question, because it says clearly in the Brisa that Rabbi Yehuda said, "Lokim bayosos mehen, ve'ein lokim mehen midbarios." You can buy domesticated ones, but not free on the range ones. Kama ubakomakom lokin mehen arba b'chamishitzon. But you could buy 4 and 5. If you're going to buy that amount of animal, you could buy that amount of animal b'komakom, any place. Meaning, you could buy the ones that are on the range of that amount, and you could buy the ones that are in the house that amount. Either way, you could buy that amount. So therefore, we understood that Rabbi Yehuda, when he makes his differentiation, that you could buy bayosos, but not midbarios, he must be talking about the case of the Seifa, where the Tanakhama said you may not buy only 2. So Rabbi Yehuda is coming to be lenient over there and say this, that the Tanakhama says you may not buy 2. I say that only refers to the case where they are on the range. You may not buy 2. But if there are ones in the house, then you can even buy 2 from ones in the house. Rashi told us before, because he knows more what's going on with the ones that are around the house. He knows how many there are. He'll be able to confront the shepherd. How come? Where's those 2 animals that was here yesterday? So he won't be inclined to do that. The shepherd. Okay. Okay, so that Rashi wraps up that sugya over there. That takes us up to the 2 dots. The Gemora accepted the proof, Shma Mina, Shin Mem, and now we go on to the next section of the Gemora. V'lo mishomrei peros. You cannot buy from fruit watchers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alan, you see where we're holding? Below mishomrei peros, and can't buy from fruit watchers. 2 lines from the top of the page on 119a.
Okay, right. Gemora relates. Rabba Zovin Shabi Sor may our Sor Rav bought bundles of grapevine branches from a sharecropper. Omar lay Abaya. Abaya said to him, Vahor Tanon. But we learned in the Mishnah, below Shomare, Peros, Atzer, from watchmen of fruit orchards. Or Male, Rabba said to him, Horne Mile, Shomar, the lace, lay, but no for, the our or midday. um, uh, i.e., no share in the land itself. The watchman who has nothing, so this sort of mixed up this line. Aval aris the yos lay, but not God the yos, but from a sharecropper who has a share in the land is permitted to buy imor naf she's core being, for I may assume that he's selling from that which is his.
Right. Yeah, an oris is somebody that you hire to work your land and to grow the crops. And how do you pay him? You give him a certain percentage of the yield of the land. So part of the so he receives part of the produce of the field that he was working on. So he's not comparable to a shomer. He's not simply a watchman of produce in the field. No, he's a oris. He has a, and the difference is that he has he receives a certain percentage of the yield of the produce. So we can assume that when he's selling us the things that he's selling his own stuff. He's not selling the stuff of the owner of the field without his knowledge or permission. Okay. We got a Rashi over here.
Shabishta.
Shabishta.
Shabishta. Let's see, what does that mean? A sharecropper?
No,
Bundles? No, grapevine branches?
Right.
Okay, grapevine branches. Chavile Zemoros. I have no idea.
Rashi's translating what the word shabishta means. Chavile, they're bundles of zmuros, grape vines. The zmuros are the branches of the vine stock.
Now, I see in the next word, shomer, there's no deeper maskil. Should I continue?
Oh yeah, right.
Okay, shomer sachar, hu notel b'ma'ot ve'ein lo chelek be'etzem aval arish or aris cholek bezomaros u be'etzim ubeyayin. So Shomer Sachar is a renter. He gives or he takes.
He's a shomer is a watchman,
Right.
and scharo he gets a schar for watching.
Oh, he's a paid guard.
And the reason it says scharo, we're talking about what it is that he gets paid for watching. How does he get paid? What do you pay him?
He takes b'ma'os from the produce.
Who notel b'ma'os. He gets paid in greenbacks. Most is money.
Money.
Geld.
money. He gets money. Ve'ein lo chelek, and he doesn't get a part. The eitzim of the produce.
Right.
But Aris, what's Aris?
The sharecropper.
The sharecropper gets a part zmoros.
Those are the grapevines.
Of the grapevines, ube eitzim, and the produce, uba'ayin, and the wine.
The wine, and the eitzim is the wood. Eitz, from the word eitz.
The wood, the what? The wood from the branches.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's the difference between zmuros and eitzim. Grapevines. I thought grapevines was the. I guess. Well, yeah, you have the. I mean what is, you have. Yeah, I mean the eitzim is the actual wood. The grapevines, maybe they're not actual wood, are they? They're more supple vines. They're not wood.
I believe that's true. Maybe it's the trellis that's the wood.
The what? What's it called?
The trellis, the scaffolding, the wooden scaffolding that the grapevine grows on.
Oh, there's no part of the vine stock is like a tree, a ruddy type of a material like wood.
I don't think so. Like you say, the vine itself, it can get thick and it can get hard. So maybe that's considered to be wood when it gets thick and hard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. At any rate, that's what it seems like we're saying over here. There's three different parts of the thing that's being grown. He gets a certain percentage of the zmuros. He gets a certain percentage of the eitzim, and he gets a certain percentage of the yain even. That's interesting. The yain. Why would he get the yain? I mean, that's what the guy gets.
That's a finished product. Yeah, you wouldn't think he'd get that. Because I could see that it would say that he would get some of the grapes, but it gets to be wine. It's been processed quite a bit.
Apparently,
You have a note on that?
sorry. Well, apparently, from what I'm reading here, that the watchman has nothing, that is, no share in the land itself, means that the sharecropper has a share in the land, right? And the watchman has no share in the land. So that's the difference between them. And the watchman can be paid in money and or crops, so while he has nothing as far as the land goes, he may have something as far as the produce goes.
Let's see.
Which means that he may have something there, and he might add to it from somebody else's property, or he might just give straight from somebody else's property, stealing it, and the people think, well, since he gets paid in produce, that must be what he's been paid with, and he wants to convert it to money. But he's really stealing it from somebody else. Well, it's plausible that he could have some produce.
Yeah, the Gemora says that Rav Zvid, or rather Rav, not Rav Zvid. Okay. Rav
Right?
Rav Zovin, Rav bought. Zovin is he bought. That's not his name. His name is Rav.
Hmm.
And Rav bought Shabishta. He bought these Haviles Muros. He bought the bundles of grapevines from the Oris, from the sharecropper. And Abaya said to Rav, but the Mishnah says that you cannot buy. You can't buy wood. You can't buy peros from a watchman of the watchman of the peros of the produce. It's kind of a funny question. Obviously, the guy is not a mere watchman. I guess he understood that if you can't buy from a watchman, you can't also buy from the oris, from the sharecropper either.
Why?
So that's what his question was. Yeah, he equated the two. He said just like the Mishnah says clearly, you can't buy from the watchman of the orchard. You can't buy from the sharecropper of the orchard either, because neither one of them really owns the land, and so
The sharecropper owns some land. That's why it's a sharecropper.
no, he doesn't own any land. He just has the right to work the land,
Oh.
and we're saying that he gets paid. Rashi's pointing out that it's not simply that it's not simply that he's paid with the stuff. He actually owns a portion of the produce of the field. That's the deal. That's the deal. It's not like he's getting. It's not like you owe him $1,000 and you're going to pay him with grapevines. No, you don't. That's not the agreement. The agreement was that you work the field, and I will give you 1/3 of the produce of the field. So that means that 1/3 of the produce of the field actually belongs to the sharecropper. But he doesn't own any part of the field. He doesn't own the land. He can't sell the land to anybody. He doesn't own the land.
Is this what Rashi is saying? Or did you know that?
Yeah, that's what Rashi says.
Uh-huh.
Rashi says that the shomer gets paid. He takes most. He takes currency for his work. But Elo chelik ba'etzim, he doesn't have any portion. He doesn't have any portion that's allotted to him from the produce of the field. But the oris does. He gets. He's not paid money. The oris. The oris is he divides with the owner of the land a certain percentage of the produce of the field.
I've got here, but from the sharecropper who has a share in the land, it is permitted to buy.
Yeah, so what it means, a share in the land, it means he has a share of the produce of the land. It doesn't mean that he owns the land.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, I forgot what question we had already. Okay. Yeah, so therefore Rav said, Ema midnafshe kazat mizamin. I mean, I guess that look, you could suspect the sharecropper of selling the portion of the owner of the land. That produce, he doesn't have any right to sell that. That doesn't belong to him. That's true. But Rav is saying that since he does have a share of the produce of the land, he he owns a portion of the produce of the land, because that was the agreement that he had with the owner of the land. I'm trusting him that what he's selling to me is his allotted portion of the produce of the land.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I'm trusting him that that's what he's selling me, and he's not selling me the portion of the produce of the land that he does not own. Okay.
Has a watchman greater standing than a shepherd, or the same standing? Because shepherds are not very trustworthy, apparently.
Well, you're not. We're lumping the watchmen together. We're saying that that you may not buy from the watchman. You may not buy
The shepherd. Yeah.
we suspect that the watchman is selling produce that doesn't belong to him, and he's not doing and he's not doing so with the permission of the owner of the produce. That's the point. He doesn't own it, and we suspect that he's selling what he doesn't own without permission of the owner. Lo mishomrei peros eitzim uperos. You may not buy from the watchman of the orchard neither wood nor the produce of the orchard.
And we assume that applies to any other produce. The vine is just an example, because sharecroppers and watchmen would be involved with other produce, well, like maybe apples or something, or potatoes or whatever.
Well, where did he get those apples from?
The field.
I'm just asking or saying that we assume that the Gemara is putting forward is saying what's it called, vines? What is it? What's the game? Yeah, the vines as an example of what. So we would say that a watchman of a field of apples, you can't buy from him. We'd have the say the same things, but just change the produce. That's all.
Yeah, right, correct. Because the Mishnah doesn't mention. The Mishnah just says shomrei peros. So any peros would be included in that, in the words of the Mishnah. I thought what you were asking was, let's say he's watching apples, but he's selling to you bananas. You don't see any bananas around that are being grown. So maybe you can assume that he got them in a kosher way, but I don't. Truth is, I don't think so. I think you have to suspect him over there as well.
They didn't have bananas in Europe, I don't think. No, bananas came with tropical fruit. Well, they were. They're not now, but they were.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, so that takes care of that, and now we go to the next section of the Gemora, Tan Rabbanan Shomrei Peros. We're still talking about Shomrei Peros.
Right. I've got here that the Gemara discusses buying fruits from guards of orchards. That's what I was asking before. I didn't realize that was the next bit. Oh well, all right.
Okay, so want to read, Roy? Tana Rabbanan, Shomrei Perus.
All right, Tana Rabbanim. The rabbis taught in the Baraisa, Shomrei Perus, Lokhin, Mahan. We may from watchmen of fruit orchards, Kashehain, Yoshavin, Umocherin, when they are sitting and selling out in the open. That's similar to what we were talking about the shepherds. Sahalin Lifnehem, Vatura Tolni Lifnehem, and the fruit baskets and scales are before them. Aha. Different. Bechulon She'amaru Hatamin. But if any of them told the purchaser, hide your purchase, also it is prohibited to buy from them. Lokachin Mahain Mepesach Hagiga. Is that right? Hagiga? No, Hagig. No.
Hagina.
I couldn't tell whether it was a nun or a gimel from the printing. Anyway, if I knew the word, it would be different. We may buy from them at the entrance of the garden. Aval lo ma'acharei hagina, but not from the back of the garden.
Okay. Interesting. So
would they be hidden in the back of the garden? Not out in the open so much.
Right. So so this brisa seems to be coming to qualify the extent at which we said you're not allowed to buy from a watchman of an orchard. The Mishnah just said you cannot buy from a watchman of an orchard, not wood and not the produce, and period. Didn't say anything else about it. Comes along the brisa, and the brisa qualifies that prohibition. It's not a blanket prohibition. There's, in fact, some cases where you have permission to buy from Shomrei Perus, the watchman of an orchard. So why is what's the cases that the brisa says that you're allowed to buy? Kishen Yoshvin or Mochrin, Vasalim Lefnehem, with Tortane Lefnehem. So that's what you read from the translation, that the implication, that just the words, the exact translation of the words of the brisa are simply, you're allowed to buy from them when they are sitting and they are selling the produce, and there's saline, there's containers of perus that are there, nicely orderly over there, I guess. Lifnehem, they're in front of them, but tortane, and they also have the scales to weigh the produce and sell it. and it doesn't really say anything explicitly in the brisa that it's being done, in full view of everyone. But must be that somebody explains that. Oh, I see Rashi explains that. Okay, that's what Rashi says. Okay, so we have to read the next Rashi, but we don't have any time now to read it. So tomorrow we'll read the Rashi. Oh, but not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Erev Shabbos. So Yom Rishon.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you. I was glad I was able to join you this time. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Roy, feel better.
Everybody feel good.
Amen. Amen for amen. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye for now. See you, Rabbi Levitt. See
Okay.
you, Alan.
Have a good
Bye,
Shabbat.
Alan. Bye, Roy. Bye, Lou.
Have a good day. Thank you, Rabbi.
Amen. All the best.
Chodesh Tov.
Oh, yeah. It's Erev Rosh Chodesh.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Tonight is Rosh Chodesh.
Down.
Yom Erev Shabbos and Shabbos is Rosh Chodesh. Adar Rishon.
2 wonderful days.
Okay.